just 4 wins from the NBA Finals, but you're going to have to earn it.
We're in the big time now. One step from the big games.
Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers stormed through round 2, going on a rampage, sweeping in 4 straight victories. With plenty of rest, and now looking for a conference title, they face a new adversary as they go up against the Spurs. The Western Conference Finals, right here, right now.
2 Western teams have run the gauntlet. Only one can emerge victorious to claim a spot in the finals. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals begins in a moment. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, we've got Williams. Mr. Incredible is out there with Austin Reed. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Connect in at the small forward position. Look at the Lakers. Like the higher seed, they start this series on their home court, but they cannot be overconfident.
No, the stage is set, my friend, and really it's going to all come down to how you perform between those lines.
So how do you keep the governor and overconfidence?
You got to focus on the task, and I was always taught you respect your opponent and understand that if they play their best, it's going to be a challenge for you. Don't allow them to get that kind of confidence.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Vassell outside. Reeves against Fox. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
If Fox gets cut off from inside, he has options. That mid-range is a big part of his repertoire.
Now here's Williams. Top of the key, Connect. Pass to Vanderbilt. A 3-ball. And it's Connect. That time on the assist by Williams.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. And it goes down 2 points.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Reeves. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Fox, no good. Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here is Mr. Incredible. Almost, but it rolls out. Here's Sochan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game right now. First free throw is good. And so Sochan nails both of them. Here is Mr. Incredible. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to connect. Vanderbilt with it. Reeves outside. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Reeves has got 5 points so far.
Reeves punches that one home, showing off the athleticism.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Such a wide-open look. He has 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Sochan. Here's Castle. Outside, Fox. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
And at the arc, Fox has only gotten bolder. He takes threes without even thinking about it.
1:11 left in the first. Top of the key, connect. No good on the 3. Spurs trail by 4. Left side, Fox. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
Here is Mr. Incredible, defended by Sochan. Vanderbilt kicks to Boone. And he makes good on the layup.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys? Honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Sochan with the ball. Vanderbilt defending. Back from outside. And rebounded by Connect. Los Angeles leading by 4. Outside Williams. Reeves with the screen for Connect. Off target with his 3. Now, Sochan. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers on top. They lead by 4. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has. Los Angeles with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. And it's Mr. Incredible in for Gabe Vincent. And the Spurs making a change here. Spurs trail by 6. We've got Connect. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Williams. Then there's Doncic, and it's Boone at the point. That's the Laker 5. Here's Branham from the arc. No good that time.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
To the left side wing. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Doncic knocks in the three.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against Memphis was dominant. He ended up with 26 points, and on top of that, also grabbed 3 rebounds. The key to the team's run is focus. They don't take anyone lightly. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Vanderbilt comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Austin Reeves in for Luka Doncic.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Fifth on the list, Victor Wembanyama.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Doncic is checked in for Connect. Johnson's checked in for the Spurs. Fox. Rebound the Lakers. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
Vassell outside. Here's Castle. He's covered by Boone. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Vassell. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Boone. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spurs trail by 9. 1:03 left to play here in the half. It's Vassell on the wing. He's defended by Reed. Johnson in the corner. Here's Vassell. That 3 off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 9. Doncic with a strong move inside.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Johnson outside. Vassell outside. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Mr. Incredible, the pass to Reeves. Shoots over Vassell. Reeves can't hit.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Three-pointer, Fox. Nailed from three-point land. Fox has got 10. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And thank you for joining us. 2 quarters in the books and a Game 1 deficit for the San Antonio Spurs.
You can see their game plan. Play outside in. They just haven't gotten to the end part. And maybe they won't.
They would if I were coaching.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. The conference finals. Big fella, do you expect these teams to pull out all the stops?
That would be correct, Armando Arnie. That's right. No minute restrictions. Let the stars shine tonight.
You have to leave it all out there. Even if you're banged up, find a way to get it done.
The competition level on the rise. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
On the court for San Antonio, Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. Lakers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Boone. Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Castle. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Fox is a willing passer, always looking to find his teammates.
Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's Boone. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Sohan. Now, Wembanyama. And the three off target.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Boone. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Castle. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his third assist on the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the shot is good. 15 points for Mr. Incredible.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Sohan. No good from outside.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
5 on the clock. Pulls from the top of the key. That's good on the jump shot. Connects. Got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers. Fox passes to Bishop. Wembanyama, right side. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Lakers. And San Antonio also making a switch. Branham's checked in. Here's Fox. 10 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Reeves with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 14. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Pass to Mr. Incredible. From about 16, it's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. Branham, the pass to Fox. Rebounded by the Lakers. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Reeves. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Reeves has got 10 points.
Zero hesitation from Reeves that time. He never lacks confidence.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Lakers. Luka Doncic comes in for Connect. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Sohan. Sharp finds Fox. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Here's Boone. Offensive rebound. Out to Doncic. Pass to Mr. Incredible.
Set it up.
The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Doncic. Branham pulls it in. Spurs trail by 15. To the paint. Here's Fox. 36 seconds left in the third. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Cornett. LA has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a changes for the Lakers. Gannett comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Mr. Incredible in for Austin Reeves. Then for the Spurs, Wembanyama comes in for Sharp. And Castle is subbed in for Fox. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Lyles sets a screen for Connect. Bangs home the trifecta.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
They've got Mr. Incredible. Trey Lyles out there with Connect. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Cornette in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Lyles. Cornette kicks to Lyles. Here's Cornette, defended by Wembanyama. 4 on the shot clock. The 3 for Doncic. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Wembanyama, a screen. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cornette's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Connect. Here is Mr. Incredible. 13 feet away. Good. He hits the jump shot. The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Branham. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Boone. San Antonio with the rebound. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Doncic. Here's Cornette, defended by Wembanyama. Knocks down the 3 ball.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Castle. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Man, if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Going to be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they open these conference finals with a forceful performance to take the early lead in the series.
Yeah, they talked about sending a message here in Game 1, and no doubt about it, they delivered that message loud and clear. It's obvious who has the upper hand going forward in this series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Pass to Vincent. Back to Doncic. Here's Mr. Incredible. Goes up at the stripe. Vassell grabs the board. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Here's Mr. Incredible. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
This series is a war, and you just want to push it back.
Terrific win. Still anyone series. One game at a time. Win tonight, and the next round is in sight.
Let's ride that hot hand to another W, baby.
Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. The Los Angeles Lakers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Spurs. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. The fight for dominance in the West continues tonight. It's Game 2 of the Conference Finals. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Connect. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Williams. And it's Mr. Incredible in at the point. Taking a look at Los Angeles, and with a win in Game 1, they have an opportunity to put the hammer down tonight.
Yeah, this would be a big step toward the finals. To take a 2-0 lead tonight with 2 more games left on their home court would put them in terrific position.
Now here's Fox. Wembanyama, screen on Reeves. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And here's Connect outside. Rebound San Antonio. Vassell outside. He drops it from range.
And this is something Vassell has really improved. Now you have to guard him closely from deep.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Rebounded by Castle. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And that one's good. Connect.
That was just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Fox. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. The Lakers have gone 1 for 3 so far. From deep, Reeves. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And you can't let Reeves get sat in these corner spots because you will get torched.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. Lets it go from the wing. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Vassell's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Reeves. Again, the Lakers score.
Just so skilled in that screen roll. I like watching Reeves break down the defense.
Vassell outside. Poked away. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Outside Reeves. Vanderbilt with a screen. Lets a three fly. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
You've got to respect the three-point shooting of Reeves. He can be dangerous from there.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. Sohan outside. Fox, the pass to Sohan. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Reeves. And during the postseason, let's see who's been working the hardest on the glass. 5th on the list, Victor Wembanyama.
His awareness around the rim has really been impressive lately. It's obvious he knows every possession is important in the playoffs.
Finney-Smith's checked in for the Lakers. Branham's checked in for San Antonio. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Reeves, the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Connect. Williams with the screen. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And here's Fox. No made baskets yet. Here's Castle. They need this. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Now here's Reeves. Give him 8 points now. Williams with the screen. And here's Connect outside. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And Fox has got the ball here for San Antonio. 6-point game. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Here's Mr. Incredible. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Free throw line jumper. Fox, that's good.
With the way he can stop and start, it's impossible to take that pull-up away from Fox.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Connect. Here's Mr. Incredible. Fires in the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Fox outside. Wembanyama, screen on Reeves. Wembanyama up top. Here's Castle. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
San Antonio shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Sharp. Vassell comes in for Strus. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Branham. three. Rebounded by Lyles. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. So on the floor for the Spurs. Up front, they're going with Johnson and Wemby. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Vassell in at the small forward position. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Incredible in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He scored 17 points and chalked up a few assists along the way as well. His production helped them start off the series the way that they wanted to. We'll see if they can get another one tonight. Guys?
Yeah, spot on, Allie. He was aggressive in that game. Really took initiative.
He really made an impact, and he'll be looking to repeat that kind of performance again tonight.
I completely agree. They should go to him early. If he gets hot, I think another big game is coming.
Spurs trail by 7. Outside Johnson. Fox outside. There's the three. And they get it back. A minute and a half left in the first half. 4-3. Fox can't get that one to fall.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Mr. Incredible passes to Doncic. High arcing shot. Doncic. You see the strength.
This is Doncic's pure shooting ability in action, making it look easy with that nice floater.
Here's Fox. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe, and he makes the first.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
Some changes now for the Lakers. Vanderbilt comes in for Lyles, and Austin Reeves is subbed in for Doncic. And San Antonio also making a switch. Sohan's checked in for Johnson. Now here's Williams, and here's Connect outside. Missed it. 3 for 6 now.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Fox. 34 seconds left in the first half. Oh, Williams with the block.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
27 seconds left in the second quarter. Fox, the pass to Vassell. Here's Castle. 9 points in the game. Oh, Williams with the block. Outside Reeves. Vanderbilt, a screen on Fox. From deep, Reeves.
Oh, at the buzzer! Wow! I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big-time shot from him there.
And so it's Los Angeles, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the San Antonio Spurs.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. They were able to hold serve in Game 1, but they'll need that same effort to make the most of their home court edge.
Yeah, don't get comfortable. It's only one game. It was a game that they were supposed to win.
Yeah, but you got a great chance to take a commanding lead in this series, Shaq. You can go up 2-0, and I don't see them losing the series.
Some big expectations on this game, too. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. Nice game. Great performance by Austin Reaves.
And if he felt any pressure coming into this game, he sure hasn't shown it. What a sensational start.
His performance shows no sign of any nerves. Great job controlling your emotions.
Los Angeles leading by 12. They've got Williams. Connect is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Austin Reaves. And it's Mr. Incredible in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Reaves. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. And another three for the Lakers.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over Williams. On target from about 13 feet. Wembanyama's gotten his first bucket of the night.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Fox against Reaves. And here's Vanderbilt. Rebounded by Kessel. Pass to Sohan. Back to Fox. To the left wing. Puts it up from 12. Good on the bucket. Wembanyama's gotten his second bucket.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot. He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Kessel. Now here's Vassell. Sohan outside with the teardrop. And Reaves pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Vanderbilt. Here's Connect. He's guarded by Vassell. Here's Mr. Incredible. 5 points in the game. And that one good.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Wembanyama screen. Vassell can't get it to go.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. Now Vanderbilt. Sohan covering. Williams passes to Reeves. Here's Mr. Incredible. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Vassell. And he drops it in from the low post. Vassell's got 9.
Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
A minute 58 left in the third. Mr. Incredible, good.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Three-pointer off the mark.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
From 11 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. Spurs trail by 16. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Wembanyama, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Mr. Incredible passes to Williams. Now Vanderbilt. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hand.
Teams making substitutions here. Here's Mr. Incredible. He's covered by Fox. Mr. Incredible, good. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
So on the floor for the Spurs, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Vassell in at the 3. Launches it, nails it from 3.
These coaches have to be telling their team to keep feeding Vassell. Devin has been fantastic tonight.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Reeves, the pass to Mr. Incredible. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Sohan outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Now here's Fox. 5 to shoot from 12 feet. And it's Connect with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Right wing. Here's Mr. Incredible. Oh, he tries a 3. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 4 rebounds now.
And Game 2 of the conference finals is always so important. What a great win this is for the Lakers.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
Another statement win here in these conference finals. They look like they're in complete control and want to finish this series as quickly as possible.
But at the same time, it's important that they don't get too ahead of themselves. We've seen teams come back from 2-0 deficits before, so it's important they maintain this momentum moving ahead.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Austin Reeves.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. Here's Connect. He's guarded by Vassell. From deep, Reeves sinks it from distance. And the Lakers lead by 17.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Vassell can't get it to go. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2-0 now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
That's a great win. Now, forget it. I hate the Spurs. Make sure you win tonight or it's a long flight.
Do what you did last time.
It's the Western Conference Finals, Game 3. The Los Angeles Lakers come into Game 3 up 2-0. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the San Antonio Spurs. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
Western Conference Finals action here on 2K Sports. We've seen this series go to 2-0. Now a critical juncture for determining where this series is going. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines. And now the Lakers starting group. We've got Jared Vanderbilt. Mr. Incredible is out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Williams. And it's Connect in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Spurs, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. Take a look at the Spurs. Down 2-0. They got to win tonight to get some traction in the series.
And if they lose this one, you can forget about advancing. And it's more likely you're trying to avoid a sweep. So tonight's all or nothing.
Here's Wembanyama. Takes it off the glass.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
On the wing, Reeves. Pass to Connect. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. Launches a 3. A rebound by the Lakers. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Fires for 3. Rebound by Williams. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Spurs working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Fox against Reeves. San Antonio again missing. The Lakers with a quick start to this game. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Vanderbilt. Connect with it. Williams has a screen for Connect. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Castle. And Fox has it in the corner. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by Williams.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Reeves with the screen for Connect. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Spurs trail by 7. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Spurs played really well. He scored 13 points and he added a few assists. He was able to set up his teammates for good looks. This performance was a huge reason why they were able to walk away with a Game 2 win. We'll see how they come out tonight, Kevin.
Nice work, David. Thank you. Greg, he did some fantastic things in that one. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
Yeah, watching the film of that game, they ran some nice sets for him. I'd expect more of the same tonight.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for San Antonio. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top three-point shooters in the playoffs. You look at Reeves, Second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Mr. Incredible.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Castle. Here he goes. And he takes that one up and powers it through. He's checked in for Austin Reeves. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Branham in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5. Lakers leading by 12. Doncic finds Finney-Smith. Here is Mr. Incredible. To the wing on the left. There's the screen. Connect with a wide open. Good! Another from 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Branham, the pass to Strus. Here's Branham. He's covered by Boone. Pass to Johnson. And here's Strus for 3. Hands it from downtown. Strus has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here is Mr. Incredible. Nothing on the board. Now Connect. Unloads. Johnson with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Wembanyama, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
Here's Johnson after Luka Doncic's bucket. Got a piece of it. Pass to Finney-Smith. Out to the right wing. Here's Connect. And again for 3.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last 3 means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. Here's Wembanyama. The Lakers with the rebound. Cornette's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Pass to Connect. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And then for the Lakers, Williams, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Vanderbilt comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Austin Reeves in for Connect. Now, here's Fox. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Boone. There's the drive. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
And Fox gets it to go.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. No scoring in this one. Here's Boone. Shakes him. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Lakers lead by 20.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Here's Fox after the made shot from Boone. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 6 points.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Doncic looking it over. It's good from long range. Doncic has got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Outside, Fox. Doncic with the block. And he recovers it. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Lakers ahead, just dominating this one. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Glad to have you with us. So far, it's been a dismal performance for the San Antonio Spurs.
The big reason they're getting washed out, it's been raining threes.
But they didn't know this was coming? They didn't watch the film? Read the scouting report? Come on, man.
Taking a look at the Spurs in this series. Things not looking great, trailing big. How do they rally back?
Oh, you're asking me? I don't know. I'll give it to Coach Kenny over there. Who you got, Jet?
Well, this is where pride has to kick in. Down in the series, backs against the walls. Are you going to pack it in, or do you want to battle?
That is the question. Men or mice? Got to stick with it. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. We're seeing a tremendous game from Dalton Knecht.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Lakers leading by 21. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Mr. Incredible, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Williams. Then it's Knecht, and it's Reeves in at the 2.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Elbow shot. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Boone. Nice defense by Vassell.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
They get it back. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. Wembanyama against Williams to the middle. Shot clock at 6. Reeves gets the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Zohan the pass to Fox. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here is Mr. Incredible. Wembanyama with the rebound. Into the lane. And the basket by Castle.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Over to the wing. Here is Mr. Incredible. Pulls it up. And there's another one for the Lakers. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. Zohan with the ball. Clock at 6. And he's on the money with his first shot today.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Mr. Incredible, the pass to Reeves. And it's Connect in the corner. Back to Reeves. Shoots over Fox. Reeves can't hit. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Back to Vassell. Three-pointer, Fox. Good on the three-point shot. Fox has got 9.
And at the arc, Fox has only gotten bolder. He takes threes without even thinking about it.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Reeves with the screen for Connect. And the shot goes in. Connect's got 31 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Castle. He's covered by Boone. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here is Mr. Incredible. He's got 6. With the shot. Can't nail the jumper. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Shots good by Mr. Incredible. And it's 8 points for Mr. Incredible.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
For San Antonio, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Castle. Drains the three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
Well, the intelligence of Zohan is visible in his passing. He makes quality decisions with the ball.
Here is Mr. Incredible. Offline from the top of the key. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, that's great decision-making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
The Spurs making a switch here. Gassol's checked in, and then for the Lakers. Lyles checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Mr. Incredible in for Vincent. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. Then it's Castle. Then it's Max Strus, and it's Branham in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Castle after the made shot from Boone. With the drive, and the shot goes down.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And the Lakers with possession here after the basket by San Antonio. Cornette kicks to Lyles. Here's Boone. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs trail by 18. Pass to Castle. Here is Mr. Incredible on the wing, Doncic. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Lyles. From outside the arc, connects again from distance.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game.
Equaling Game 6 Clay, who buried OKC back in 2016 with 11 triples.
So both teams making some changes here. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Vassell outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here is Mr. Incredible. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Here's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. Down low. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Reeves the pass to Williams. Back to Reeves. Williams has a screen for Reeves. Good on the triple.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And now we can start talking about Game 4. What a magnificent effort and really a significant victory for Los Angeles.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And they're going to roll to their 3rd straight victory to open up these conference finals, giving them a commanding series lead.
Yeah, a sweep seems just about inevitable right now. And with the way they've been playing here in this series, they are building a ton of momentum for the finals, especially if they can close out the sweep in Game 4.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Dalton Knecht.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
That's a shot he doesn't shoot very often.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Pass to Wembanyama. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Here is Mr. Incredible. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
This victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. Another day, another win. Good work. Got to win this game tonight and close these guys out.
What's up, MP?
MP, you're my favorite player, man. Always deliver.
The Western Conference Finals, Game 4. The Los Angeles Lakers have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized, for their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the San Antonio Spurs. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
Welcome to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. Tonight, a series on the brink. A Western Conference champion could very well be crowned here in Game 4. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. And now the Los Angeles starters. We've got Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Connect. Then it's Williams, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the point. And for the Spurs, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. You look at San Antonio, and they're looking at a quick exit from the conference finals if they can't get the job done tonight.
I mean, you're right, B.A. This game tells you a lot about a team's character. Faced with almost an impossible job, do they pack up and head home? Motivation's an issue when your back is against the wall.
From deep, and Castle with the 3.
Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And Fox has got the ball here for San Antonio. From down in the low post, it goes.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
Fox against Reeves. Pass to Mr. Incredible. 6 to shoot. Basket counts.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Here's Castle. And here's Vassell. Sohan outside, inside, and stolen by Reeves. It's a one-on-one situation. The kick out to Williams. Here's Mr. Incredible. Hits the 3-pointer. Mr. Incredible's got 7 points in the game. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Sohan outside. Pass to Fox. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Count it. Good.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Sohan with the ball. Here's Castle to halt the run. And that one is hammered home.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Here's Mr. Incredible. 7 points in the game. Outside Vanderbilt. Shot is up. Can't nail the jumper. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Trailing by 2. Pass to Castle. The 3. No good on the shot. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. He tries for 3. Mr. Incredible, no good. San Antonio has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Puts the move on. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And they've had a remarkable postseason record so far. Only 1 loss.
And this group knows how to bounce back. They have a winning attitude, utmost confidence in their ability to figure out defenses, and find creative ways to score. Very well coached, and even the younger players on this team have a sense of maturity that's uncommon.
Here's Wembanyama following the score by Los Angeles.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Stolen by Wembanyama. To the inside. Here's Castle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Castle's gotten his third basket of the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And the Spurs with some changes. He's checked in for San Antonio. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Stolen! Devin Vassell out there with Johnson. Then there's Sharp, then there's Castle, and it's Branham in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Vassell finds Sharp. Here's Castle. 13 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
Defense all up in Finney-Smith's grill, but he stays strong and still gets the shot through.
Outside Johnson. And he lobs it up top. And Castle with a basket on the assist by Johnson. Castle's got 15.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Mr. Incredible passes to Doncic. No good with the elbow jumper.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Mr. Incredible. He's got 9. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He ended with 15 points, and his shot was on point, especially from downtown and the charity stripe. And when he plays like that, it's easy to see why this team can be so hard to beat lately. They'll try and stay hot in this one.
Yeah, got it. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
And, you know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
Here's Mr. Incredible. He's got 11. Doncic. Luka! Get off me!
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's Castle. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Cornette's got 4 rebounds now.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Here's Doncic. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Fox comes in for Branham. And let's take a look at who's been lights out from beyond the arc in this year's playoffs. Austin Reeves on top. 4th, Dalton Connect.
These guys have delivered from beyond the arc in a big way here in the postseason, stepping up and embracing the spotlight.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Vassell outside. Pass to Fox. Now here's Wembanyama. Here's the floater. Got it. Wembanyama's gotten his first basket of the night.
With how big and powerful Wembanyama is, showing how delicate he can be with that teardrop.
And here's Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves. Fires from deep. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Outside Johnson. Vassell outside. Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer, Fox. And it's Connect with a rebound. Lakers trail by 7. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Mr. Incredible. Rebounded by Castle.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Reeves against Fox. Oh, Fox! No stopping him!
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
So we conclude the first half. San Antonio on top, up 9. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks for joining our halftime broadcast here in Game 4, where it's been a strong start for the San Antonio Spurs.
The defense should get a top. They've been getting splashed on all game. And I'm just sitting back watching the show.
And as great as they've been, the show still has a second act. It can all change in a flash.
Can you say splash on TV?
Taking a look at the Spurs in this series. They're 0 for 3 in the series. Kenny, what should they do to stave off elimination?
They got to take a long look in the mirror and figure out which vacation spot they're going. In other words, they're toast, Ernie.
Listen, I don't need to break out the crystal ball to tell you how this ends. They have to white flag up, and the season is on the clock.
A lot of metaphors there, but I get the gist. Speaking of toast, what do you prefer on toast, Kenny?
Jam, no butter.
Shaq?
Jam, jelly.
What's the difference between jam and jelly, Shaq?
I have no
jam
idea.
don't shake like that.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. On the court for the Lakers, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Connect. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Williams. And it's Mr. Incredible in at the point. And the three-pointer goes. Connect's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now here's Fox. Here's Castle. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 6. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. No good from 11 feet. The Lakers shooting 52% from the floor so far. Mr. Incredible, good. Mr. Incredible's got 13 now.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
San Antonio's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And so it's San Antonio with it. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Vassell outside. San Antonio again can't hit.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
No one covering. Connect's got 5 points now this quarter. San Antonio leading. Here's Castle. 15 points in the game. And he lobs it up. Oh, Wimby finishing off the lob from way up there.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Mr. Incredible passes to Reeves. Williams with the screen. Again, the Lakers.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Castle, and he goes in for the dunk.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
So it's Los Angeles now. The Spurs making their last shot. Just 5 on the clock. A shot by Reeves, no good. Spurs lead by 4. Pass to Sohan. Three-pointer, Fox. Rebound by the Lakers. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Mr. Incredible. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Now here's Sohan, guarded closely. Here's Castle. 17 points in the game. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul of the game. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Branham's checked in for Vassell. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Sharp. Outside Johnson. Sharp, a screen on Hayes. Here's Johnson. It's Hayes with the rebound. Lakers trail by 10. Sharp out there with Johnson. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Branham in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Mr. Incredible. Good.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far. He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Now here's Vincent. Hayes with a screen on Vassell from the arc. Count it for Vincent.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Fox. Outside Sharp. Pass to Johnson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
And every year, Johnson seems to get better. His drive to want to be great is admirable.
A different look for San Antonio. Wembanyama comes in for Sharp. And Castle subbed in for Branham. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Williams is checked in for Cornette. Vanderbilt comes in for Hayes. Connects checked in for Vincent. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Doncic. Fires from the line. Mr. Incredible, no good. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. The floater. And it's Connect with a rebound.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Mr. Incredible, no good.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Castle. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And good patience from Johnson to wait for his man to open up.
Reeves finds Vanderbilt. Here's Mr. Incredible. On the wing, Reeves. Williams, a screen on Fox. Shot is good by Reeves. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Here's Fox. Fox hits it right through the contact.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves. Williams, a screen on Fox. Reeves. Good as the jump shot falls. Reeves has gotten 4 this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. The Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mr. Incredible. Pulls up. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Vassell. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, going up there. Vassell showing off his hops.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Good looks by our terrific camera crew. Count it. There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter. San Antonio leading by 10. Fox outside. And there's the drive. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
And that's going to end things here in Game 4. A terrific outing and a big-time conference finals win for the Spurs.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
No way they would lay down in the conference finals. I know they're down 3-1, but hey, maybe they make it a series.
It would be so hard for them to come back. But you take things one game at a time. Remember, they were good enough to get here, so they won't go away easily.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephon Castle.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Fox, that's good.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Mr. Incredible sinks the tray. Here's Fox. So it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. And
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season.
Yeah, we lost last game, but if we win tonight...
Okay, MP, let's turn it around right here.
Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers have a lofty series lead with 3 wins. Will overconfidence be their undoing, or will their passion and determination help them prevail against the Spurs? The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
It's the Western Conference Finals here on 2K Sports, and it's Game 5 action with the series of 3-1. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. And the starting group for the Spurs. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, we've got Connect. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Williams. Then there's Mr. Incredible, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard position. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've got it back on their home court, Greg. A great shot to close it out tonight and advance to the finals.
But they can't get caught looking ahead. Keep your focus and bring your best. Close out games like this, you expect maximum effort.
Offline with his 3. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. They come into the game following the win on Sunday.
And you know what? Sometimes it's hard to say whether or not defensively you were on your game. But bottom line is their opponent didn't shoot it well, and you've got to take some of the credit from a defensive standpoint.
They should take credit. They were out there impacting shots, preventing easy looks. They made things tough on them.
And the Spurs with possession. Following the 3 from Boone. Outside Fox. Fires from deep. Rebound by Williams. Los Angeles has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Mr. Incredible can't get it to go. Fox against Williams. Fox, no good.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Reeves outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And he's good on the 3 ball.
You've got to respect the 3-point shooting of Reeves. He can be dangerous from there.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
Now, he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Pass to Sochan. And Vassell now atop the key. Will it go? He lays it in.
That's a strong move by Vassell. He plays with more power than I think you actually realize.
L.A. has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Connect. And another 3 for the Lakers.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Outside, Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Looks like Fox was itching to answer back with that 3. He is a capable shooter when he's in attack mode.
Pass to Reeves. Here's Connect. A 3-pointer is right on target. Connect's got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Vassell outside. Sochan with the screen. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Lakers leading by 7. To the wing right side. Back to Reeves. Takes a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Reeves has got his second bucket tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Spurs trail by 10. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And some changes here for the Lakers. Incredible, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Boone. The rebound by Champagnie. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic out there with Mr. Incredible. Then it's Connect. And it's Cornet in its center. That's the Laker 5. Los Angeles leading by 10. Doncic looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Finney-Smith. And again, the Lakers no good. Spurs trail by 10. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He scored 20 points and capitalized from the perimeter, making a few threes. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
Oh, I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Boone. Pass to Champagnie. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Johnson's shot is off.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Boom. Johnson with the block.
I love the positioning of Johnson on defense in a spot where he can affect the shot.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now, Wembanyama. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Trying to find Strus, and he gets it to him. And it's Connect in the corner. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the Lakers with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Luke Cornet. Vanderbilt comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Austin Reeves in for Connect. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Doncic against Fox. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. Second, Austin Reeves. Dalton Connect, third.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
6 to shoot. Fox against Doncic. And Fox gets it to go.
That sweet lefty stroke from Fox. You don't see that very often.
here is Mr. Incredible. 7 points in the game. Good work there as it goes.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now, here's Sharp. From 13, Castle misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And here is Vanderbilt. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Doncic. Back to Vanderbilt. Here's Boone. Vassell grabs the board.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back to the action in just a minute.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
The three-point chances have been there for them, and they've taken advantage.
Just watching the game, not even looking at the scoreboard, you can tell they're the better team tonight by a mile. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. They are on the cusp of closing out this series. You think they'll get it done, big fella?
You smell that, Ernie? It smells like barbecue chicken, and I know they smell it too.
Good teams that have that switch, they can flip it and close a game out. Don't hang around and play with your food. Go in and finish it.
Guys are making me hungry. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. We're seeing a tremendous game from Dalton Knecht.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Spurs trail by 15. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. Their shot comes out. Los Angeles leading by 15. Right wing. Pass to Knecht. Beyond the arc. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Outside, Fox. Vassell outside. From outside, off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Reeves the pass to Boone. Wants to get it to Reeves, and does. Vanderbilt. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Fox feeling it out a bit. A rebound by the Lakers.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
To the left wing. Here's Boone. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs trail by 20. Here's Castle. And he goes in for the dunk.
What a savvy pass by Fox. This is a guy who really sees all angles on the floor.
Here is Mr. Incredible. He's got 11. The Lakers moving the ball around. Shoots. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And that's now 19 points for Dalton Knecht.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Vassell drives in. Count that one.
Smooth drive by Vassell, getting himself around that contact. Man's impressive.
Lakers leading by 18. Here is Mr. Incredible. Knecht with it. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Zohan, the pass to Fox. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Charity stripe shot. That one a little long. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 16.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Reeves with the screen for Knecht. Sinks the triple. Knecht's got 22 points.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And Los Angeles with some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Williams. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Vanderbilt. And Doncic is subbed in for Knecht. Doncic against Fox. Pass to Castle. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Reeves in the corner. There's the pick. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for him.
Just so skilled in that screen role. I like watching Reeves break down the defense.
Now, here's Fox. He has 7. Sharp finds Johnson. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. The 3 for Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
3-pointer, Fox. No good there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call.
He's checked in for the Lakers. Mr. Incredible comes in for Vincent. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. The Spurs have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Doncic out there with Mr. Incredible. Then it's Connect. Then there's Hayes. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Lakers.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Pass to Doncic. And here's Hayes. 17-foot shot on the way. Shot's good by Mr. Incredible. Here's Castle. Johnson outside. Wembanyama, right side.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Vanderbilt comes in for Hayes. And it's Austin Reeves in for Luka Doncic. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Pass to Vanderbilt. No good with the triple. Spurs trail by 20. Here's Castle. Here's Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Boone. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and Fox finishes it off.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league. He is so much more physical.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Pass to Connect. Here's Mr. Incredible. And here is Williams. Defended by Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. Reeves, that's a two-pointer. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
To the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Running the pick and roll to perfection. Fox with the nice dish.
Lakers leading by 20. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Connect. Here is Mr. Incredible. Inside. Reeves against Fox. That one, no good.
And just not much more you can say, guys. It's the end of the line for one team and a hard-fought, well-deserved trip to the NBA Finals for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they're going to finish off the conference finals in style. A dominant win tonight and a lopsided 4-1 victory in the series.
Yeah, and they've built up a serious head of steam going into the NBA Finals. They've got to be feeling as good about themselves as they have all season long. And that's exactly the kind of attitude you want when you're 4 wins away from a championship.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Dalton Knecht.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's Boone. A three-pointer, no good. And the Spurs with possession. Pass to Sohan. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And the Los Angeles Lakers win the series and will move on.
I'm getting emotional as we watch all of this go down. Just an amazing accomplishment. You can tell from the moment these playoffs begun that they were committed to a deep playoff run. They had belief in themselves.
And they had to battle out a tough Western Conference to make it here. They overcame a lot of challenges along the way.
Yeah, I mean, credit to everyone from the players to the coaches to the front office. This team was built to contend, and all that hard work from everyone has paid off. Now they turn their attention to the ultimate prize, winning the NBA championship.
But for the moment, the celebration continues for the Western Conference champions. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. So long and good night, everyone.
Earned that one.
Great win tonight, MP. You're really in the finals. Can I get those shoes after the game? You're about to tear the roof
Made it to the finals. Time to shine.
Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Lakers showed a scintillating display of teamwork to become conference champions in only 5 games. Now, only one adversary remains as they prepare to wage the ultimate battle against the Celtics. The pinnacle of the postseason, the NBA Finals, is here.
We've been building to this all season, the NBA Finals. Welcome and thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting 5 for Boston. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Hauser in at the 3. And for the Lakers, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Williams. Then it's Austin Reeves, then it's Connect, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the point guard position. You take a look at the Celtics, a whole year of blood, sweat, and tears comes down to this.
This is when the lights are their brightest, BA. The eyes of the whole world fixed upon you. Do you have what it takes to win it all?
I caught up with MP and asked him about his 2 straight finals appearances, and he said he felt like he was just getting started. Right now he loves the makeup of this team, and everybody rallies around each other. They accept their roles. And that going forward, it's about establishing a consistency of excellence year after year.
Well, Allie, I couldn't think of a better person to lead that charge. Now here's Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Outside Reeves. 6 on the shot clock. Williams, a screen on Holiday. From deep, Reeves nails it from beyond the arc.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Tatum. Porzingis sets a screen. Fires from 14. Tatum can't hit. White against Reeves. Pass to Connect. Vanderbilt with a screen. This one for 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Outside Reeves. Clock at 4. Pulls up at the elbow. Again, the Lakers.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Outside Holiday. Tatum against Vanderbilt. Tatum passes to Porzingis. And no good. The dry spell continues. Here's Vanderbilt. And he banks in the layup.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. 5th on the list, Dalton Knecht.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now here's Holiday. Outside Tatum. The 3-ball. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding the hot hand.
Pass to Reeves. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And that one's good. Connect.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Tatum. 6 points for him. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. Los Angeles leading by 5. A minute 37 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Knecht. 3-pointer. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Celtics trail by 8. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill, but JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Allie, thank you. Here's Mr. Incredible. No points so far. Williams with the screen. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. The 3 is up. Boston pulls it in. White on the wing. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score. Excellent passer and a very
with some changes. Hauser comes in for Walsh, and Holiday subbed in for White. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Back to Williams. Doncic outside from downtown. Luka! Lethal!
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period. 2 here in the second.
Knecht is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Williams. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Mr. Incredible in at the point. That's the Laker 5. They set the screen. Holiday from long range. Boston, no good that time either.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact. This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
On the wing, Tatum. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Holiday. Clock at 6. Misses the 3. Los Angeles leading by 16. Baseline try. And that one's good. Connect's got 15.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Tatum to stop the run. And it's Connect with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Doncic. Williams with the screen. Off target from outside. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. It's an 18-point game. Shakes him. And the layup is up and in. 12 points for him.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Drops in the 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Some changes for Boston. Porzingis has checked in for Tatum, and it's White in for Pritchard. Celtics trail by 19. Outside White. 54 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Great positioning on the putback.
Drew Holiday is one of the better rebounding guards in the NBA. Go to work, young Drew.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Vanderbilt to pass to Reeves. From about 19. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Reeves has got 7.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Pass to Holiday. Now Wiseman. Porzingis with it. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Porzingis misses. And so it's Los Angeles. Up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Boston Celtics.
Poor communication right now. They've been out of sync offensively, and you can feel the frustration building.
Man, they've been taking some wacky shots out there, looking like Ernie out there.
Hey, easy. I got a J. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, they're right where they want to be in the series, but perhaps a bit of a letdown tonight in the first half, Jet.
No maybes, Ernie. Definitely a letdown. They got a little too comfortable.
And I'm curious to see how they respond in the second half. This is the finals. You can't give away games.
We shall see. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. Los Angeles leading by 19. Kicking off the second half. Here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. Three-pointer, Holiday. They get it back. The kick to Tatum. Let's go with a 3. The shot that time not on target. Well, the Lakers shooting a red-hot 63% in this game. Pass to Reeves. Shot from the top of the key. That one falls. Mr. Incredible's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Vanderbilt against Tatum. And he comes up with a bucket.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Has to connect. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Mr. Incredible. He's covered by Holiday. Back to Vanderbilt. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Reeves. The rebound, Celtics.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by White. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Pritchard's checked in for Holiday. Some of the most impressive shooters in the game. Here are the guys who have been hitting with consistency from outside the arc. Second is Austin Reeves. Dalton Connect third.
These guys have delivered from beyond the arc in a big way here in the postseason, stepping up and embracing the spotlight.
Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. On the wing, Tatum. Guarded by Vanderbilt. And it's Tatum missing.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. Here's Vanderbilt, hounded by Tatum. They set the pick. Here's Connect. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Hauser. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Puts it up. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Tatum inside, guarded by Vanderbilt. Here's Pritchard. And Reeves pulls it down. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves. From behind the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Reeves has got 10 points in the game.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Pass to Tatum. And 1:01 left in the third. Here's Hauser. Launches a three. Sends it home from three-point land. Hauser's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Well, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, and you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
And here's Tatum. He's got 17. .32 seconds left in the third quarter. No good with the triple.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And that one's good. Connect.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. A huge 24-point lead for them. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Celtics making a change here. Holiday is checked in. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
All right, let's get an update on Drew Holiday. What do you have, Allie?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information. There's some pain in the chest area, especially when breathing. Right now, it's being called a bruise. All that said, he's already back at the game. Some serious toughness on display tonight.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Hoping to see him back on the court soon, guys.
They really hope to have him back, but it's so crucial that he's healthy when he returns.
They've got Luka Doncic, Luke Cornett out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Connect, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Mr. Incredible, good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Holiday. Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his third assist of the night.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball. Pretty pass.
Here's Mr. Incredible. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
The first one falls. And Boston with some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Wiseman. Hauser comes in for Walsh. And it's White in for Pritchard. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside White. Off target with the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Mr. Incredible hits the front of the rim and out. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. 11 feet out. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Tatum against Hayes. Here's Mr. Incredible. 6 to shoot. Vincent outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Tatum from long range. Counted from distance. Tatum's got 12 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And as the clock winds down, it'll be interesting to see how both teams adjust in Game 2. But confidence building indeed for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they're off to a strong start in these NBA Finals, going up 1-0.
They really sent a clear message tonight that they intend to win this series. They played with real determination out there, and you just hope they can maintain this energy level.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Dalton Knecht.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight. Flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
Pass to Hauser. Fires for 3. And it's Kornet with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Out to the right wing. Here's Mr. Incredible. Doncic outside. Here's Mr. Incredible. No dice from the high post. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hauser. Here's the 3. And it's Kornet with a rebound. Doncic with it. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
This series is a war, and you just won a crucial battle.